You were born for it. You are anointed to do it. Whatever you do, do not second guess your capacity. Because who knows, but you were born for such a time as this. You have the right stuff. If God didn't think you could handle it, He wouldn't have given it to you. But I believe all things are working together for your good. It's not general, that is specifically aimed towards you. The interview, you got it. The meeting, you got it. The request is already yours. The demand, do not back shuffle. Move forward. Walk in there like you own the room. I'm telling you, hear me whispering in your ear before you ask for the raise. You deserve this. So many people have been inboxing me, have been texting me, calling me. Pastor, what is your feedback, reaction, and response to the Oscars? I have a whole lot of thoughts about the altercation and the exchange between Will Smith and Chris Rock. I am not dealing with them today. Today is our moment of prayer together. I will give you what I believe the Spirit is saying about it on Sunday, live at New Birth. So make sure you are in church this coming Sunday. I got a word for Will Smith, and I have a word for Chris Rock, and all the more. I got a word for you, and I don't want you to miss it. I do, however, want to say a word about the aftermath and Will Smith's speech, filled with tears, exasperated in emotion. Will Smith said he understands what comes at this level. All kinds of people are going to be talking at you, throwing fiery darts of aspersions against your character, making you a meme. You immediately become a target. Denzel Washington, who pulled him aside privately, said to Will Smith, you have got to be careful, because it's when you get to your highest level that the enemy rears his head and shows his face. I want to talk this morning, as the Spirit will guide. I want to talk about, are you really prepared for success? Don't respond just yet. I need you to hear me out. Something subconsciously happens for those who have been programmed for struggle. And so surviving seems to be our end. Think about how many times you've been in the Black church experience and the praises around, we made it. We survived. We came through it. But how many of us in our inner core are really, really ready for success? And all the more, have we been prepared for it? Everybody gives us advice on what to do when you're in the struggle. Be careful who you're around. Be careful who it is you relate to. Be specific about your choices. But I am concerned that once we survive, once we are more than conquerors, do we have what it takes to sustain it? Number one, James Baldwin, one of my favorite writers from the Harlem Renaissance, 5'4", he said, you got to be careful, particularly as Black people, about survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt. In other words, why am I made to feel bad for succeeding and accomplishing? Why do I have to hide it? Why am I made to feel as if something is wrong with me because I achieved when so many in my circles did not? Free yourself. Free yourself from that guilt and remind yourself that God chose you to be successful. Secondly, I want you to ask yourself, what did you promise yourself you would do if you ever? Fill in that blank. I'm giving you all work today. What did you promise yourself? If I ever did this, if I ever got to this point, what did you say you would do? I don't think many of you are prepared for God to really answer the prayer. You said you wanted to be a homemaker, wanted to be a housewife. Can't keep an apartment clean. You said that you wanted a home. God gave it to you, but you were ill-equipped for utilities. You said you wanted children, but you forgot to pray for patience. Sunday, I talked about how it is that home ownership is on the decline within our community. And so many of you are praying to be a millionaire. I got to give you this statistic. It's getting ready to mess you up. 82% of Black people, hear this because I'm talking to you. 8 out of 10 of you who are on this live, I'm talking to you. 8 out of 10 of you do not have $10,000 in the bank. You don't have $10,000 you have access to. How are you praying for the million? And you have not prayed, God, get me to 10,000 in the bank, not in the closet. Can you pray for incremental success? Can you rejoice for where it is that God has you? Do you even know what success looks like? I got to New Birth, or some 7, some 8,000 people in our sanctuary. And about my 4th month there, and I don't really feel like I'm making an impact. Don't feel like I'm really doing anything. I'm calling my dad. I'm in the doldrums of despair. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This thing ain't moving. This thing ain't growing. He said, why you say that? I said, I'm not feeling it. He said, what are you saying? I said, I'm just feeling the floor, but nobody's in the balcony. He said, say that again. I said, Dad, I'm feeling the floor, but ain't nobody in the balcony. I said, Jamal, how many does the floor hold? I said, Dad, the floor holds 5,000. He said, oh, you don't know success. I said, what do you mean I don't know success? He said, you do know that all of Empowerment Temple held 2,500. I said, yes, sir. He said, you just told me you are seeing 5,000. When your previous church only held 2,500, you were seeing double what you saw. But you don't know success. Many of you don't know when it is that you are successful because you're looking at the balcony and not thanking God for the floor. When was the last time you were appreciative for the strides you have made from your struggle? Are we really prepared to succeed? Or do we see mediocrity as an accomplishment? When it is that you ascend to a different level, you are stressed out with people who don't like you while you're broke. Here's what's crazy. That you are flustered about people who don't like you, here's y'all shout. In the season, you don't even like yourself. But God is getting ready to put you in a place where you are rooted, where you are grounded, where you embrace who it is that you are. Your liking me is a bonus to me already liking me. Because if I don't like me, everybody else is just coming to the party that I threw for myself. What does success look like? I'm not talking about Instagram famous. Can you imagine that when Jesus turned water into wine, scripturally, I find no prayer. When the woman with the issue of blood is healed, scripturally, I find no prayer. When it is that he gives sight to the blind man who's screaming by the roadside, scripturally, I find no prayer. Did you forget that the reason why Jesus came to the earth was not recovery of sight to the blind necessarily, people with issues of blood? He came to die. And where we find him agonizing in prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane. He said, Lord, let this cup pass from my mouth. Not my will, your will be done. And so the first time Jesus bleeds is not on the cross. The first time he bleeds is because he's praying about his successful moment. Getting to the cross was his success. Rising again was his success. Your success does not come with a ticker tape parade. Your success will not come with an Oscar. Your success will be, how do you handle agony? Everybody is talking about how Will responded. And nobody is talking about how Chris Rock responded. Chris Rock understood what Will Smith talked about. And when you get to this level, there will be all kinds of attacks. It's me. I'm from West Baltimore. Please hear me. That'd have been the end of the Oscars. I would have been a discredit to the entire race. There'd have been bow ties, cummerbunds, and tuxedos everywhere. Chris Rock understood this comes with where it is that I am. I'm not talking about whether the joke was in good taste or not. I'm saying in response to the altercation. Can I turn the other cheek when it costs me embarrassment? You will be a success. Can you handle, here it is, what you're praying for? Are you rooted enough that you can stay humble? Is the bandwidth of your memory long enough that you remember what it is that you cried about and what it is that you prayed for? What you have now, you asked God for earlier. Ooh, that's good. What you have now, you asked God for earlier. I want to pray for you this morning that God will give you everything you need to handle the success that is coming. Praying even right now that God will undergird you, that you will be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding, knowing that your labor is not in vain. I hope you'll allow me the privilege of praying not just that you succeed, but that you will sustain your success. No, I don't want my success to be for a season. His mercy endures forever. So shall your success. Let's go to God. Most merciful Master, I pray right now that every person who you have trusted me to speak over in this hour, I pray that you will bless them emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, that they will have good success and know how to handle it. I pray with the success will come no arrogance. With the success, they will have a double. Let me say it again. With the success, we will have a double portion of humility. I pray with the success that you will give us the aptitude to help other people's success become successful, that we will not relish in our own personal achievement, that we lose sight of the responsibility that we have to help others. God, please give us the discernment to separate hateration from envy. God, I pray that at this next level, that we will know the difference from reacting and responding. Stir up the gift that is within us. Let us have fully activated, not just the gifts of the Spirit, but the fruit of the Spirit. Lord, prepare us to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. And with thanksgiving, I want us to be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you. Here's what I'm asking you to do, ladies and gentlemen. Every person, I'm not getting off yet. I want you to type on the screen, I'm ready for success. Come on, I need you to type it. You're driving, I need you to speak it. Get dressed, declare it out loud. I am ready for success. Come on, I want you to embrace that thing. I want you to have it in your heart. I'm still waiting on y'all. Y'all got to type that right now. I am ready for success. God has already equipped me. While I was in my mother's womb, he knew that I was going to be successful. And I do not want to turn the stage out. I want to make sure everything that I need is right there. It's within my grasp. I'm ready for success. I see you, Denise. I see you, Beverly. I see you, Stanley. I am ready for success. Tonight, we've got a very special teaching on kingdom focus on kingdom economics, part 3. Tonight at 7:30. Make sure that you are locked and loaded on all of New Birth streaming platforms. It's going to bless your life. I want to challenge you because I believe that you're going to be successful. I want to challenge you to sow a seed of $23.50. $23.50. Very medium. Why $23.50? Psalm 23. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy follow me. My cup runneth over. Watch this. Everything he puts in my cup is for me. Everything that spills over is for the people who are around me. I want God to give me that level of success. And not only am I fulfilled, but the people around me are blessed. A seed of $23.50. Hear this. Ask that you will go to newbirth.org, go to push pay, text to give, Givelify, $23.50. Those is where I want you to place your seed, $23.50. Those of you who are on Cash App, go to Crown Prince 07, $ Crown Prince 07, $23.50. My cup runneth over. He fills the cup. That's for me. My cup runs over. It's for everybody in my circle, everybody in my extended family. It's for my ministry. It's for my community. I want you to be a success until it's pressed down, shaken together, running over. $23.50 just as a partnership of agreement. God is going to help me to be successful in every way, in every area, in every idea, in every concept, and in every lane. Go to Givelify, push pay, text to give. We are newbirth.org. I need you to do it right now. If you can hear my voice, you are in the circle of those who are going to be successful. You are in the circle of those who have the stamina for success. You are in the circle of those who are anointed to be successful. $ Crown Prince 07. We are newbirth.org. Have a successful day. You can't lose when God is the one that's using you. Have an incredible